As the sun rose on another smoggy day in the San Joaquin Valley, advocates for healthy air rose with it, gathering for the 8th annual Clean Air Action Day. The theme? Toxics Out Now. Throughout the valley and state, members of the Central Valley Air Quality Coalition met up in parking lots, grabbed some drinks and snacks, and prepared for the long day ahead. The fight for clean air takes on many shapes. One of our most important actions is the annual trek to Sacramento, where we educate lawmakers about the health crisis we face and the need for action.
Let the legislators know what's happening with our air quality, be a voice for the valley up in Sacramento.
We load into buses and vans and hit the road. This is the bus from Fresno. We make a quick stop in Merced to pick up more activists, hand out t-shirts, and continue on our way. The bus is completely full by now, and it's time to do some initial training.
And that's what legislators need to hear from you, is your own experience with air in the valley and your own problems.
About half of these volunteers are veterans of previous Clean Air Action Days. The rest are stepping up for the first time.
All 8 years, raise your hands. We have some veterans,
Once in Sacramento, we joined up with Californians for a Healthy and Green Economy and Californians for Pesticide Reform, our statewide partners. This is a new alliance formed to increase the strength of our voices. More than 100 of us gathered together, urban residents from Oakland, Los Angeles, and Fresno, with rural residents from Early Mart, Coachella, and Arvin. We had experts and advocates present information on our top issues for the day: a healthy air trust fund, regulation of fracking, toxic-free baby products, methyl iodide use in farming, and the need for new leadership in the State Department of Pesticide Regulation. We broke into 19 teams and prepared for 65 legislative appointments that afternoon. Our message was straightforward. We demand policy reforms that prevent harm before it happens and that safeguard all people from the cumulative health impacts of toxic contaminants in our air, water, food, and consumer products. We learned the issues, studied the facts, and worked on our personal stories. We next grabbed some lunch and headed over to the Capitol steps for a rally and press conference.
It was just a handful of us, right? But the Central Valley Air Quality Coalition, we began when we recognized that we were outnumbered. We started talking about what we needed to do.
This is a fight for the truth-based in science. It leads to legitimate emotional reaction when communities are put at risk.
My colleague, Mr. Monning, was just talking about science. We have the science. We know that BPA is dangerous. There are alternatives that are not, and we need to move BPA out of children's products.
The science is very clear about methyl iodide. Methyl iodide causes cancer. In fact, it's so effective at causing cancer that scientists use it in the laboratory to create cancer cells.
No more toxics in our bodies, no more toxics in our schools, no more toxics in our homes. Demand of our legislators that we want toxics out now.
After the rally, our visits began. Activists of all ages and from various districts met with state senators and assembly members representing the full spectrum of political philosophy. We believe our issues are nonpartisan and of concern to every elected official. Everyone breathes, everyone eats, everyone cares about our children. State Senator Michael Rubio met with this team in the Senate chambers and agreed to work with us on cleaning the valley's air.
Fantastic. Great. Okay. Well, let's rock it. Let's rock and roll. I got a comment.
Like many legislators, he listened closely to our concerns and personal stories. After our meetings had ended and teams debriefed, one order of business remained. Everyone headed to the steps of the Capitol for one last group photo. After that, goodbyes were said, and all began the arduous trip back home. You too can join the fight for clean air in your neighborhood, your town, or the state capitol. Let us know how you want to get involved by going to www.calcleanair.org. We'll connect you with the air quality activists in your community.